Alright, in this video we're taking a look at a portable projector. It's 1080p. Alright, check out a couple of detailed images and then we'll take a little closer look at the product, what's included, and see a demonstration of what it actually looks like when you're watching the projector. Alright, so as stated, we're taking a look at a projector today. So I'll go over real quickly the actual unit itself. So on the front you can see ventilation and a lens. On the top you have sort of a rubbery, but not really rubbery, but leather slash rubbery type. I don't know. It's kind of an odd feel. You can kind of hear. So, but yeah, it feels solid. Little strap for portability. You have your power button on the top. You just press and hold that for a few seconds to turn it on or turn it off. On the side, you have one of two 3-watt speakers, so one on this side, one on that side. On the bottom, you have your label and some ventilation. Now I have an attachment because I have this set up on a tripod, so this is just on there because I've added it. So a little black piece, that little plate, it's not included. On the back, you can see there's quite a lot of ventilation. On the top, power input, then you have a USB port, HDMI, you have your 3.5mm headphone jack, and then you have a little IR or infrared receiver for the remote control. Good thing about the remote, you can have the projector sitting behind you and you can be sitting in front of it. It still registers, it's fine. That's good. You don't have to walk behind or have it positioned so that you're pointing directly in line of sight. So I really like that. And this thing has a pretty decent amount of heft to it. Nice little rubber foot across the back, too, on the front. So very soft. You're not going to have it slide around or damage or scratch anything. And it's not heavy enough to be not portable. It's heavy enough that it gives it a really good sense of quality, a good feel of quality. And I think a large part of that is related to the heat sink for the heat dissipation. Most projectors, if not all projectors I've ever used in the past, have a fan that ramps up and you can hear it. It's never been a major issue for me personally because the sound of whatever you're watching kind of drowns that out, but it's still there. With this, you don't really have that, or I've never noticed it. So that's really cool. You have a excuse me, you have a power source or power brick that's included, and it's just a simple barrel connector on the end. The cables are fairly long, so placement's not too difficult. That's a good thing. You have a multi-language user manual in the event you need it. It's really not necessary. You can review it if you need to, but the projector is very easy to operate. It's very simple, and I'm grateful for that because it means just about anybody should be able to use it without any problem, and you can get up and going and enjoy whatever you want to enjoy without really worrying too much about it. They include some string, some black string here. That's going to be to hang the screen that's included, and a lot of what I would say are very similar to 3M command hooks with adhesive that you can stick on and you peel down and it pops off. Generally leaving no damage, although it is always potentially possible. I don't think you'll have a big problem. So this is great for indoors or outdoors, and it's very small, relatively small, and with the handle on top it makes it very easy to be portable. So, but these are the clips that you would use for the screen. This is the screen itself, and apparently they come with different sizes because this one is labeled as 100-inch 16:9. That's cool, and it has this little sort of somewhat thick Ziploc style bag, so if you want to keep the screen in the bag when you're not using it. That's good. And I'm not going to fully open this out right now because it is huge, but I want to show you. You've got grommets, this black border, and then this white screen. Now, I have another projection screen outside currently, and it has sort of, if you scratch your fingernails over it, it has that, like, I don't know how to describe it. It's that, it's going to sound silly, but that bzzz type sound. And this isn't like that. This feels more like a legitimate cloth. This doesn't have any of the rigidity, and it doesn't have that feel like the normal projector screen. The good thing about that is when you unfold this, you can almost completely get rid of the creases with relative ease. And if you stretch it out using the included clips or whatever other method, you should be able to get this fairly opened up and without creases, which means you're going to get a nice flat smooth surface. So I'll probably put this up at some point, and maybe I'll try to show you what it looks like coming off of the actual cloth. But mainly I've just been using the wall, which actually works pretty well. I'm sure the cloth would be better. I haven't decided where I want to put it, but maybe I'll put it behind me. We'll see. Now, the remote actually works quite well. You've got power, mute at the top, power on this side. Yeah, power on this side, mute. You have 4 directional pad and a center for select or OK or enter, whatever you want to call it. You have a menu, a back, a volume up, a volume down, and then you have sort of a zoom in, zoom out. It's kind of what it looks like, but it's more of a focus. It actually is focus, but focus in, focus out. As far as the sharpness, depending upon how far you set the projector from the screen or the wall or whatever you're projecting onto, you're definitely going to want to use that. And it actually works quite well and pretty quickly. The overall impressions of the projector, it does 1080p fine. 4K, maybe not as good. I guess it depends on what you're looking for. Definitely does not work in a bright room or an environment with lights, even like just what we have right now. You definitely need to be in a dark room, which is typical for almost any projector, so that's not unexpected. Again, operation is fairly quiet. Movie, music, picture. You have 3 playback options. The menu is super simple to navigate. You do have some user adjustable settings, or you can use like a pre-programmed type of a setup for like movie or what have you. And other than that, I have the box sitting here in the background, so you can see it comes with this box. The sleeve slides right over the box. I think the remote feels a little bit on the cheap side, especially compared to how nice the projector feels quality-wise. So hopefully that's improved in the future. There's no lens cap, but you don't have to worry too much about that, because when you're not using it, you can keep it in this bag. This bag feels really good quality as well. So you have a main compartment for the projector. You can put your string and your clips and your manual in the 3 mesh pockets, and then you can put your power and your remote on this side pocket over here. So you got a single zipper for this compartment and 2 zippers for the main compartment, and a nice handle on top. So overall, it's very attractive and it works quite well. Excuse me. And it is padded, so it should help to protect your projector during transport. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get this set back up, and I've got a USB flash drive I'm going to use. It does lack the ability to use a micro SD card, so if you're going to do something like that, you may need like a USB card reader such as this that you can plug in and access different types of media, cards, be it micro SD or what have you. Other than that, the other cool thing about it is, especially when you first start it up, it's going to prompt you whether you're using iOS or Android to do a wireless connection. That is super fast and super easy, and I did do that, but my main thing is going to be to show you, so that's the Wi-Fi aspect, is to show you what it looks like using this, because I have a few pictures, a video clip that I've taken during driving, and royalty-free music. So let me get this set up real quick. We'll take a quick look at actually what it looks like in operation. Okay, so I've got the projector behind me, the remote's in front, still operational. Quick note, there is a red LED when the power is off on the back of the unit where it plugs in. It is green when it's on. It has a blue LED on the power adapter, the brick. So keep in mind, if any of those little lights might bother you in a dark environment, you can make adjustments, maybe put some tape over it or something. When you first start this up, you have iOS or Android wireless connectivity options available. That's very quick, very easy. The menu is super easy to navigate. As you can see, hopefully on the screen, on the top left is movie, picture, music. And then if we scroll over, we have our settings, which we have display, audio, image, timer, and other, and then software update. So all of these are relatively small in options, but you don't really need a whole lot in terms of options. So it's very easy to navigate and use the device. If we go over, we can look at the version that we're running as far as the software. We have screen mirroring, HDMI, and media player. So if we do screen mirror, start now, choose a device, start now, and you can see easy to get this going. So there you go. So now you can actually watch videos from your phone or view pictures from your phone or whatever it is you really want to do. Maybe you want to play video games from your phone. I don't do that, but you could do so. So that's a quick and easy way to enjoy content from your telephone. And inside. Alright, so that's just a really quick demo of how quick and easy it is to get connected. Video clip. Obviously, if you're using the screen that's included, you'll get a little bit better quality of picture. So you can see kind of a half and half. I know that's not a perfect example, but I haven't really decided on placement, and I don't have very big spaces available other than this wall, and I'm not sure it's going to be the best for this screen. It's pretty clear. You can even see the individual hairs on my little dog, little scruffy dog there. Beautiful sunset I took at a lake once. So pretty easy to operate. This is a royalty-free music from YouTube Music. We'll adjust the volume a little bit. That's just a quick look, maybe gives you an idea of what to expect. 4K can be a little iffy as far as the smoothness of it, but 1080p works fine. As you saw the video that I shot, the movie that I showed you, and the YouTube video wasn't bad either. But with YouTube, of course, you deal with the compression. And anyway, I think that's pretty much it. I'm overall happy with it. It looks pretty good. You can very clearly see the words, at least I can, on the screen here or on the wall. If I zoom in or zoom out or focus in, focus out, you can see how blurry it becomes. But when you focus this in and find a good place for it, even the text is pretty sharp. So you could probably use this kind of as a presentation type device because the text is actually quite clear. Okay, anyway, I think that's long enough, and I think that hopefully the demos have been helpful enough. So if you want to find out more, check out the link below, and otherwise, thanks for watching.